Ed Coker will right now share your admiration for the tackle, Murray.
I know, but you have to respect the quality of it. It wasn't one of those shoulder charges, which is terrible.
Well, time almost up in the first half, so one last chance for Counties Manukau to maybe square the match up. Koiatu gets it away to Raikuna, taking Pessamino on, wheeling away. Oh, getting away from him, is he? No! Well, it was a nice move, good footwork, but Pessamino was equal to the challenge. And at half-time, in the final, Auckland lead Counties Manukau by 12-5.
Yeah. Start again. Yeah. Don't waste the ball, Dave. Yeah. Hey, it's sweet. We get the ball, we look after it, let's play to our corner. Let's go, boys. Boys.
Well, most of the talking being done in the Counties Manukau side by the very experienced Chad Tuoro.
Last year, I remember too, Tony, he was a great leader last year for Auckland. And he's obviously a strong leader. You can see it, sensible stuff. KK, he was referring to the forwards coming back on the cut. When Koiatu weaves, he wants to feed a forward coming through.
Auckland have fallen off a few tackles, but so far it's only cost them one try. It should have been two. Counties had the ball over the line and it wasn't put down correctly.
It's got a bit of everything so far this game though, Tony. There's real physicality about it. The physicality factor's lifted for sure. There's real pace, there's close marking, and there's intensity. And it's a great game sevens for teaching players, or for players learning how to play under pressure.
Well, Hansey restarts. That is not going to go the 10. And shakes his head in disappointment. Not what they wanted. Obviously, he wanted to get the ball 10 metres and not a millimetre more to give his team every chance. What he's done is he's given Auckland the ball. Ashford. Back it goes to Nu'uali Itia, floating the ball across to Saifaloi. Player of the tournament here 2 years ago. Nu'uali Itia. Player of the final last year. Ituati. And breaking. Koiatu goes after him. He's going to get another one. He's been one of the top try scorers in this tournament. What an important try just after the break that is. And Counties Manukau not doing the job on defence.
But he's got some real speed as well. Because we saw the chaser, KK as they call him, the sweeper, wasn't able to sweep. Have a look at this. And he has real speed, we know that, so. Wow.
Even so, directly from a situation like that, it was just straight one-on-one and not a good defence. And I think, I'm afraid it was the man we've just been talking about, Chad Tuoro, who fell off the tackle. 17-5. This is a very good lead now for Auckland. Kick from wide out fails. So Auckland looking for their fourth title and starting to look in pretty good shape to go on and do it.
Well, they are indeed. They play like a team all the time. So in other words, it's not only the dynamic players they have, but it's the way they use them together.
Ashford putting it deep, saying to Counties, you want to do it, you do it from way down there. Hansey sets off across field and throws a flat pass. A nice one too to Toro. Now he needs some support. They're queuing up both sides. Manages to get it off to Koiatu. Saifaloi making a good tackle in defence. It's there for Counties.
Leave it!
Hands reaching through of Coker. Oh, that's a penalty. And taken quickly by Raikuna. They weren't back 10. Gets the fin going. Raikuna still going. Now he holds it up. Fritz Lee taken just inside the 22. Well, they desperately needing to score now here. He's gone on his own though, and he's chucked the ball away. And coming away with it now is Gary Saifaloi. Nice pass away to Pessamino. He's gone. And so, I'm afraid, are the chances of Counties Manukau. Great score for Auckland. They pounce on those chances so well. 22-5. They're a class act when it comes to turning mistakes into points.
Well, Raikuna's been exposed in the big moment. He's young and inexperienced, and you can't play as an individual when you're playing at this level in a final. And he kept on having a go by himself, and in the end, He threw the loose pass. Remember, it was his loose pass in the very first try that Auckland scored as well.
Well, basically, Counties Manukau have lost their composure a bit. Never really have, well, they haven't been allowed to settle into this game. Pessamino with a bit of a flourish at the end.
Well, he's got the speed, we can see that. Give him a break on the outside and no one will pull him back.
24-5 final score, or rather the current score, with still in the final another 6 minutes to play. Eric Rush's team closing in on yet another one. That might go too far. It will. So they'll go back to halfway.
Well, they haven't made too many mistakes in this tournament, Auckland. It's one of the few. 2 days of play, that's saying something. So you've got to admire the discipline.
Mana Ashford and the Auckland team demanding his team put their heads up, watch them. Don't let them back into the game. Koiatu, if anyone can spark a recovery, it's this man. But that's a shocker of a pass through that into the crowd on the hill. There they are. They've had a great weekend here. And I'm sure they'll head down into town and have a great night. 5 minutes to play as Nu'uali Itia, a young player, looking for his second straight title with Auckland. Away it goes to Mana Ashford, and the referee said that didn't go forward. 50-50, and Pessamino's got the bounce, hacked it ahead. Coming across to try and stop him as Hansey toes it ahead. Hansey showing his determination to get back and kick it dead. It'll be a 5-metre scrum. Well, this fellow has tried all weekend for his team, and you can see the desperation there. Boy, that hurt, that long run back.
He's quick though, Hansey. He footed it with him.
So Nu'uali Tia.
I think it was a knock on, wasn't it?
When?
Mana.
Pause, engage.
Right at the beginning.
Goes up steady.
Well, Nu'uali Tia puts it in.
Hands away. Blow away.
Close to the line, but a penalty goes against Auckland. Tuoro has been picked up now for a knock on. Well, he said defensive penalty. You tried to take it behind the mark and you knocked it on.
Pause, engage.
He said you elected to take it from that spot, which means that you've chosen.
Yes, if you're on attack, the penalty has to be 5 metres from the line. What he's saying there is that defensive penalty, you can take it any inside that 5 metre line. Well, he's awarded a free kick here, even though Counties had the ball. And once again, they try and create something from inside their own half. Maybe they can with time running out. And it's a great run again. He's made a few this weekend. Sherwin Stowers, brilliant.
Pretty impressive stuff. Pessamino gave up the chase as well.
Well, he scored one like that earlier on when he came on as a sub. Another young player, very exciting, but boy, he's got some pace.
Serious pace. And serious confidence in his pace too. I mean, he had support, Raikino on the inside, but he wasn't even interested in Raikino. He was going to do it himself.
So it's 24-10. Try unconverted. Well, he lives in hope, but there's only a couple of minutes to play. It's a task that looks beyond them. Frankly, it has for a fair bit of the game.
Sherwin Stowers scored the try for Counties.
Another penalty here though. Fritz Lee takes it quickly and sets off. Give you a chance to set something up well. Stowers trying some fancy footwork there and ended up fell over himself, but They've still got the ball going Raikuna's way. Nothing much on there, so they go to Hansey. James Ma is on. Haven't seen so much of him in this tournament. He's been on the bench, but here's another try to Kano this time. So it's a spirited finish. You do really feel that it's too late.
Well,
if this kick goes over, they could level it, but boy, time is almost up.
You're right. 7 points would be in it. And a minute to go. Minute and 10 seconds.
Kick missed. We're told they took it very quickly.
They didn't add up, maybe.
Well, they've taken, oh boy, Kane Hansey, they're willing the ball over the line. Oh boy. Well, Pessamino's lucky there because the ball hit the referee, he had to blow. He came through and had a hack at it. The ball rebounded off the ref and into the hands of Kane Hansey. And Hansey could have been off then. But because it hit the ref.
It's academic in a way though, Tony, because they never converted it, so they're 9 points behind.
And time's almost up, and
foot back.
Auckland, well, Counties Manukau had the pre-tournament form and some big stars and some stars of the future. But Auckland, they've been tremendous from start to finish, unbeaten in this tournament. And he's still plugging away. Hansey, or running straight into and away from Nu'uali Itia. And fires it wide to Stowers. Huda goes. They'll try and finish with a try. Raikuna. But they've watched him and he's lost it. And booting it away into touch is Leo Fa'ititi. And Auckland have won it. 4th year running. Auckland are the champions of the Sevens game.
Well, and they're very happy about it too, as you would be. 2 days, 2 hard old days in the life of a Sevens player. You've got to work every moment on the Sevens field. There's no respite.
Well, real jubilation amongst the Auckland players because, as I say, they got thumped by Counties Manukau in the Pacifica tournament. They did make it into the top 4 in the Bay of Plenty tournament, and they've come here, and Murray, right from the word go, have looked focused on the job and a class outfit to boot.
Yes, a well-oiled machine, I think I said to Rushy. I called them when I was talking to them earlier on. But they just had it all together, didn't they? You could tell it was not only individuals, it was a team thing. And of course, when you have the Auckland coach, Pat Lamb, joining the team, that's got to add something to the spirit as well.
Well, some experienced heads in there, the likes of Mana Ashford, Ed Coker, some proven international talent in the form of Mikaeli Pessamino, and some young players that we will see plenty of in future, I'm sure. Kelly Kolio Hifo, the 17-year-old, Leo Fa'aititi, those players just out of college. There was some real young talent, and remember that, of course, DJ Forbes, their captain, couldn't make it. I'm sure watching on at home, he'll be very proud of what this team has done. Eric Rush's magic has rubbed off again, he and Ramsey Tomakino, the coaches. 4 straight for Auckland. 9th title. It's interesting to mention some of the other players that couldn't make it, some of the players involved in the Blues wider training squad, like the Lockie Munro. The management and coaching staff of this team decided that they wanted players committed to the job, so if they couldn't make it to Sevens training because of other commitments, well, that was it. They just weren't in the team. And it's something that, well, maybe say it wasn't a smooth build-up, but it's paid off in the long run. It's been a very good tournament, Murray Mexted, and worthy champions. Outstanding tournament. I think the level is so much higher than it was last year. The intensity increased as the day went on today. Day 2, marvellous contest, so many matches, so many new players. Quite exciting, actually, looking forward. Well, we can look forward in a couple of weeks' time to seeing more of these wonderfully talented players in action at the Sevens in Wellington. But for the moment, it's time to present the Pub Charity Sevens Championship trophy to the winners, Auckland. Let's go down to Melody Robinson.
Now, the thing about your team is you've got great youngsters.
Yeah, I have. We have. We've a lot of the guys that have been playing with us have been training for the last 3 years, and when they're still at school now, with guys like Rocky Khan, Corleo that are here now at the moment. You know, so it's true testament for them holding in. Hence the reason why they're in our 12 here today.
You've also got a good set of coaches there.
Yeah, we have. They've done a great job over the last 4 months we've been training. Eric Rush, obviously, with all his knowledge. Also, Ramsey Tamakino. But none of that. I mean, everything that they did, obviously, showed out on the field today.
And have you got a message for the crowd or for family, for the team?
Yeah. I understand that when we came down here, probably the group of guys that over there in the blue shirts was the only one that was supporting us. We had our backs up against the wall, and we knew that was going to be tough. But the crowd, they did come out in their numbers. I don't know if any of them were supporting us, but at least the guys that are in our circle were.
I did hear a bit of a boo over there, but they'll grow to love you guys. But congratulations, have a great night, enjoy the trophy. That is the 2008 Rugby Sevens champions for this year, Auckland. Yes, and it was Auckland that took it out this year. Gee, Auckland keeps on winning this tournament. Eric Rush is, I guess, assistant coach, co-coach now?
Oh, yeah, I was assistant to Ramsey Tamakino this year, but he doesn't like doing the interviews, so I get picked.
Now, you said it was a bit of a fluke that you guys won that final. Why?
Well, we lost 9 players from our squad last year. We only had 3 guys backing up. 2 of them were playing in the opposition today in the final, but it was pretty tough to get a whole new team. But yeah, so I thought it's probably the most satisfying out of the 4 wins so far, because we had a lot of young guys, 3 schoolboys, and it took a lot of effort, a lot of injuries. So I was very, very pleased with the guys.
Now, you are really good at identifying talent. Which one of those young guys or names will we see in the near future playing for the National Sevens team?
Yeah, I think it's probably a little bit too early for the schoolboy guys, but I think Paddy Favell and all our forwards played well today. We wish the couple of the guys out on the wings were available for New Zealand, but Mika, who plays for Samoa, is not available for us, but I thought he was pretty outstanding this weekend.
Now, just finally, you've got a message for your mum?
Yeah, my mum's in hospital, so hello, mum.
Congratulations on your win, and now let's go and have a look at some of the highlights of this fantastic National Sevens tournament of 2008.
And they got just the start they wanted to, as counties made mistakes under pressure. That was Raikkonen, the man just been named player of the tournament, but he coughed up the ball early on and Mana Ashford pounced. That set them off on the way to a very good start. And then they got a free kick, and young Kyle Nuuali-Iti, a real live wire player. Nice switch there by Eto'ati and Flavel. Pat Flavel, the man just mentioned there by Eric Rush, getting the second try, going over in the corner. He's been a bit banged up this weekend, Pat Flavel, but he's just kept on keeping on. Koiatu made the sort of break that counties hoped for, and it appeared to set Chad Tuoro up for a try. Eto'ati giving chase, and look, bounced it, and the slow motion replay proved that it was definitely the right decision. Dropped it just millimetres above the turf. Counties did get the next try. Koiatu turning the ball back in field, and the try scored by Kano. So they had a hope of getting back in, but Auckland just able to answer whenever the questions were asked. This was probably too easy for Eto'ati. He's been one of their stars, but counties falling off the tackles. Raikkonen here, well, he didn't have a happy final at all, and he lobbed that one away. Nuuali-Tia grabbed it. Saifaloi, good play from him. And Mika Pesamino needs no second invitation, and you'll notice that this time there were no waves or gestures to the other players. He got a bit of a blowtorch from his coaches last night for a little effort he did yesterday. Well, he's stuck to the rugby today, and he's been brilliant. Sherwin Stowers, well, he's been one of the stars of the tournament. Great speed, and a man inside didn't need him. And on tiring legs, that's a good effort.
Absolutely outstanding effort. Well, they were great tries, a lot of them.
Yes, they kept plugging away, and he did get another consolation try, but coming way too late in the piece. Jimmy Maher, not quite sure why he wasn't more involved in the final. And this is Kano slipping through. So they had the last save at Auckland 24-15, thoroughly deserving it, Murray.
Yes, they thoroughly deserved it, exactly. I think right from the start they've looked the team to beat. They've been so slick, and it is a great compliment to Eric Rush and the rest of the coaching squad of Auckland that they did pull this team together after hearing, you know, the story about the number of players that they've retained from last year. 3 it was. You have to build a whole new combination, and they've done it so well, so efficiently.
I think the return of Mana Ashford has been so vital, and of course we'll look to see whether he's picked in the New Zealand squad. What a day it's been. Firstly, the action in the bowl quarter final where the winners were Waikato, Northland, Hawke's Bay and Wellington. All of those teams would rather have been in the top half of the draw. Cup quarter-finals, Auckland too good for North Harbour. Manawatu, well, a few people fancied them, but they were a bit sleepy this morning and Taranaki pounced. Counties Manukau too good for Bay of Plenty. And Otago, well, one of the highlights of the weekend, beating Canterbury 19-17. I say that with all respect to the Cantabrians, I just mean that the local crowd loved it. It was a thrilling match. Shield semi-finals, this is right down the bottom of the competition with Tasman too good for West Coast. Purawhenua Kapiti over Southland, who had a wretched weekend, really. Northland over Waikato, they weren't much better. And Wellington coming right on the last day. Piriwipu getting a bit of game time, showing out too, 45-5 over Hawke's Bay. And in the plate semi-finals, the teams beaten in the quarters this morning. Manawatu bouncing back to beat North Harbour. Bay of Plenty, another thrilling win, this time over Canterbury. Wasn't a great day at the office for Canterbury. Bay of Plenty getting a 3-point victory. Auckland over Taranaki, methodical. Counties Manukau ending the hopes of the local fans, Otago. So we look to the finals. The semi-finals played in between those games, but this is what happened in the finals. Tasman ending up winning some silverware. They won their semi-final and then beat Purawhenua Kapiti in the final convincingly. Wellington, probably their best till last, 34-0 over Northland, rather injury-ravaged Northland team. Manawatu also finishing strongly against Bay of Plenty, 33-21. And then in the final, Auckland always had the edge over Counties Manukau right from the word go. And they win their 4th consecutive title, 24-15 in the final. Let's get the last thoughts for the weekend from former Blackfern Melody Robinson and a man still very high up the scoring charts in international sevens rugby, Carl Tinana.
How are we going? This is the conclusion of our 2-day tournament down in Queenstown.
4 times, baby.
Baby. It's our 4th time that we've won the championship. And obviously, this is the goal right here, baby. This is the goal right here. I'm here at the moment with Carl Mualiatia, the man behind the camera throughout the whole duration of our tournament. He's been tireless in regards to getting the interviews done. He's been one of the standout players for the Auckland team. He's as slippery as a snake. Carl Mualiatia, bro, what's different compared to this team that you played in last year compared to, last year's team compared to this year's team?
A lot younger, a lot more enthusiasm, a lot young guns, you know, and we played as a team, eh? A lot of heart shown by each and every one of these guys.
It's good you say that about the heart, because there was a lot of questions chucked at the Auckland team about the heart and having no heart.
Yeah.
So how do you think we've kind of progressed since that comment came through?
We've got so much heart that they can't show any more heart than we did today. It's
heart. You're pretty elusive on your foot and you're a slippery character to try and tackle. That's why I'm kind of glad you're in my team than the opposition. Is it because you've got low centre of gravity and you're good on your feet, good balance, mate, or what's your tricks?
Just you know, the jerseys help. Jerseys, thanks Canterbury for that. But also, just like Johnny said, got low on dubs, you know, just low centre of gravity, and just keep the legs pumping. And throw some D's on it.
I thought it was because your father's. It's a trait that your father used to do, mate. So I'm sure he'll actually applaud me on that.
Oh, I'm sure he would applaud you on that. But he was pretty good in his time.
So out of this whole tournament that we've had over the last 2 days, what's one memorable thing that you'll take back home?
I think it's just that final whistle, man. It's hard to explain really. That final whistle was so bad to hear it. As soon as Leo kicked the ball out, and even though it was shorter on the other side, he wanted to kick it to the further side. But that was awesome. And I think if we go back to yesterday's game, last game against Otago, and the boys back deeper, and if it wasn't for that game, we wouldn't be here. We'd be now unbeaten the whole tournament. And just really done it for all the boys that couldn't make it here today, and that have been doing the hard yards with us, pushing us hard. And just full credit to everyone, the management, the players, and all the other boys in the extended squad. So I think 4-1 to go to now, and what a journey.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. You've gone through some pretty big sacrifices throughout your time with the Auckland squad, like not only injuries on the body, but also to the face, mate. What's the story with the old teeth? Have a bit of a check this beauty out.
Mate. It's a bit of a gap there, but mate, for the team, technical team, so I'll go get that. Have a broken nose or bung eye like head, but like you said, it builds character.
Pulled hammy like JB.
Just like the guy on Transformers said, no sacrifice, no victory.
That's right. So looking forward to getting it fixed, to start getting some girls again, and because it's been a bit hard on the old mirror. It's not like facing the mirror, but it's for the team.
Good stuff, good stuff.
So
Awesome, mate. Well, just Kyle, you've had a fantastic tournament, mate. You're one of my players at the tournament. That's Kyle Nualiatia, one of the stalwarts of Auckland 7 now. He's no longer a newbie, he's one of the experienced guys. And we're looking forward to seeing him moving forward in the tournament of the Auckland jersey.
Me. 2, 1, yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry my English is not that very, very good, so my speech will be some more. Yo! Malolo! Hello there!
We're in New Zealand.
What? Okay. What we are trying to try. We call it Samoa Tawaluma. When the carpenter build a house in Samoa, Tawaluma calls the sitting on the top of the house. That is the last view of the house that the carpenter built. So we call it a Tawaluma. So what we're going to do tonight is the sitting on the top of the house. Well, one round of applause for the champion of the world. Oh, yeah. 2008 champions, Auckland.
Oh, excuse me, I'd just like to say something. On behalf of the Auckland team, I didn't get a chance. I'd like to thank Counties for our final. It's a great final, boys, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to say it during the presentations, but hats off to you guys. Thank you very much. And I'd also like to thank Christian Cullen. He took a bit of time out of his schedule and come and spend a bit of time with us and our teams, and so thank you very much to you as well, mate. Other than that, thanks to Queenstown for once again putting on another great show.
Still stop? Oh, still on. That's a great dancing, mate.
Oh, I know, the rhythm is really on me.
Here we are at the airport after our 2-day tournament, heading back to Auckland. I'm here with one of our young stars, Leo Pulakokofisi. Leo, mate, you've been part of the Auckland squad for the last 3 years. You finally got to come down, or eligible now. So what was your first time experience away with the team?
Oh, it's good, eh? Yeah. It was awesome.
What was so awesome about it?
The team, eh? How we got together, how we played as a team. Yeah, no one had what we had. We had everything against us, but at the end we pulled it out and we came away with the trophy.
So your first tournament away with Auckland, and obviously you're only 17, so there's a lot more years left in you to play for Auckland and represent the boys down in Queenstown if it's down here next time. What are you looking at doing going forward, mate?
Come again?
What are you looking at doing for the team going forward?
Oh, just pick up from where the likes of Mana Ashford and all the old guys leaving.
Excuse me, old guys.
Oh, yeah, just like the boys, eh? Where the old guys like Mana Ashford, Gary Saifaloy and Patrick Flevel. Yeah, we'll just pick up from where they left off, eh? And hopefully we'll come back with the trophy.
Good stuff. So what influence did a guy like Eric Rush have on the team?
Oh yeah, awesome, big influence. Yeah, he put players up, eh? Yeah.
So when you get back to Auckland, mate, after the dust is all settled, what are you up to, mate?
I'm just looking to get back into school and sit down with school for 15.
So what's the story with you and Rashi's daughter, mate? Is there any truth behind the rumours?
Nah, that's all lies.
But does she call you or text you? Or do you text her?
Nah, I didn't have a number.
Not yet.
Not yet. The way you want it.
Well, there you have Leo, one of the young stars, rising stars for Auckland Rugby. We'll be seeing a lot more of this man going forward. Been a pleasure, my friend. Padoosh. Alright, so I just arrived back from Auckland after our 2-day tournament down in Queenstown. There was a lot of highs on this trip. A lot of the young guys stepping up, a lot of the older guys letting everybody know that they're not so old. But also made some great friends and some great memories. So just signing off in regards our Auckland 2008 Pub Charity Sevens. We'll head down in Queenstown, so everybody take care and watch this space.
I've paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of bad kicks in my face, but I've come through. I need to go on, on. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers. taken my bows and my curtain calls. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. The champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. Oh, we are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions.
Yeah, yeah, and no one like me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Congratulations, you made it. Welcome to the Crusader. It's been a long time coming, yo. But I'm here now. So what you wanna do? How many dudes you really know can flow like this, like this, like this? Let's do it. How many dudes you know roll like this? How many dudes you know flow like this? Not many, infinity, not many, infinity. How many dudes you know got the skills to go and rock a show like this? I don't know anybody. Check to the mic, check a 1-2 from a crew coming through. Are you hype yet? Nowadays everybody wanna talk, but we got someone on scribe. Ain't got nothing when I'm up in the live. It came from when you're feeling the vibe. You know scribe is taking you high. Love it with the double bass, vibrate, shake the plates in your vertebrae. Y'all hear the man move like a RS. Subaru with a crew, come equipped like a body kit. Lyrically I burn quick, so 1 foot is missed out to his tongue like a stalefish. This kid named Aches from the Vic. When they get with the scribe, I'm live like a 05. I got vibe like a beehive, but when it wasn't from the square to the pier by the seaside, and yet y'all know the way that we ride around town on the down low. Never know what the flow pro drop. Can't stop hip hop 'cause it don't stop. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. How many dudes you know roll like this? How many dudes you know flow like this? Not many, infinity, not many, infinity. How many dudes you know got the skills to go and rock a show like this? I don't know anybody. How many dudes you know roll like this? How many dudes you know flow like this? Not many, infinity, not many, infinity. How many dudes you know got the skills to go and rock a show like this? I don't know anybody. Something for the ride on cruise control with the bass vibrate, shake the vibe like an earthquake. To this day they're not good for y'all. You made a great mistake. I asked not to book the y'all. I'm sick with this. Flick the switch. Nitrous kick on the trip with some new shit. Real deal like Holyfield. And no telling if we ride like Mike, you just might. Rock right, do we drop tight? T-Club, get it on, representing all night. Take flight like night kicks, the lip tricks, and it quick. When the vibe hit, don't sit, just get on down. I'm profound with the sound, and we pound with the underground. Don't sit, just get on down. I'm profound with the sound, and we pound with the underground. How many dudes you know roll like this? How many dudes you know flow like this? Not many, infinity, not many, infinity. How many dudes you know got the skills to go and rock a show like this? I don't know anybody. How many dudes you know roll like this? How many dudes you know flow like this? Not many, infinity, not many, infinity. How many dudes you know got the skills to go and rock a show like this?